Hello, my friend. It is, of course, my favorite video of the month. It is time for my favorites and fails countdown, where I count from the worst product that I tried this month all the way up to the best product that I tried this month. And I've got some interesting things here for you, so hang tight. We're getting into it right now. Before we get started, if you've been here for a while, you know I always start out with a hashtag not sponsored feature. These used to be all positive. And then I realized that I had other things that I wanted to share with you that I'm not paid to tell you. And this is something that I purchased. There are things I like about it and there are things I don't. This is the thing, is when I see an ad on Twitter or Facebook, I'm very rarely on Facebook, but like on Twitter or Instagram, whatever, I never buy it, never. But I did this time because I saw this and I was like, you know, I need something like that. This is a car charger for your phone. And what you do is you just kind of set your phone in there and then it automatically like fits to the size of your phone and then it charges. That's my favorite part of this. But I do have some critiques of this in that number one, it always has to be plugged in. And the length of the cord isn't super long. So if for some reason you have to plug it in like back in your console, like back here, it may not stretch all the way up to your dash. So you may have to end up laying it down, which kind of defeats the purpose. The other issue I have is with this. So this clips on to your vents where you have your air conditioning, your heat come out, and it clips on fine, but the weight of the phone always makes it go down like this. And there's no way to adjust it to make it stay up. It just automatically falls. And I personally really like to have it up because sometimes I'll glance down and see what song's playing, or I'll want to see what time it is or whatever. I like to have it up. And I just don't like that there's no way to adjust it so that it stays up. Overall, it is a functional tool. I do like that it automatically fits to the size of your phone, like it smashes it in there. I like the little smiley facey guy that lights up in there. So it's a fine tool. I do feel like I probably paid too much for it. I think I paid like $30, $35 for it. I mean, it's fine. Somebody told me you can get these cheaper on Amazon, but I did buy it directly from the vendor. So just wanted to let you know in case you see an ad for this. That's what it does all the time. All right, I'm unplugging you. You're annoying. So now that we've gone over the hashtag not sponsored feature, let's go into the worst product that I tried this month. I had seen this on What's Up in Makeup, my makeup news show, and I was very intrigued by it. I'd never seen anything like this, so I purchased it, and honestly, I'm not a fan. This is the Refy Lip Sculpt, and what it is you get a lip liner on one side, and then you get this jelly stuff on the other side. The packaging is a little bit weird in that you have to pinch right in the middle here in order to turn. It's very tight, especially when you do it for the first time, so it's kind of annoying in that way. This just feels like silicone on the lips. That's kind of the way that is. It's an okay feeling, but I don't know whether it's just personal preference, but I prefer a lip gloss over top of my lip liners or a lipstick over top. The silicone-y feeling is just really weird for me. I do like the applicator though. It's just a flat piece of plastic or whatever, and it's fine, but I'm not a big fan of that. I do, however, like the lip liner. I am wearing it today. I'm not even a big lip liner fan, but this is a relatively comfortable lip liner for one that does not transfer like at all. The other reason why I don't like the other side, whatever it's called, the gushy stuff on the other side, is that let's say you put on your lip liner, you put on the gushy stuff on the other side, and then you realize that it's a little bit patchy, you want to add a little lip liner, it immediately starts pilling. Like it crumbles. The whole lip product just crumbles on the lips and it's disgusting. Let me show you real quick because it is just, it's so gross. All right, so I don't have that on right now, so let me put it on. And it feels very nice. It feels very smooth. Lasting power is really good. I'm gonna let that kind of set for a minute and I'll be right back. So you can see that it hasn't done anything to really change the look of the lip liner. It just makes it a little more comfortable, makes it a little more smooth on the lips. So now let's say I really wanna add a little bit of lip liner. So I put this on I'm doing this without a mirror, so hopefully we're good. And do you see that? It gets crumbly and gross and nasty if you try to blend it. Like, not cute. So this is gonna be a no for me. I will not be repurchasing these. If you have a different way that you've used this, if you enjoy this product, just let me know down in the comments. I just don't like it. It's not for me. And now I'm going to take it off and just reapply the liner the way that I had at the beginning of the video. Everything else in the countdown I like, but the ones I'm about to share with you just have little things that I would do to make them better. So this is the Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm, and y'all know how much I love my cleansing balms. I've tried so many of them, and in case you didn't know, my criteria for a cleansing balm that I really like is that I want it to remove my makeup on the first shot, and I want it to rinse clean away when I put it under the water. I don't like really oily cleansing balms that absolutely need another cleanser to remove the first cleanser. I want the cleanser to just come off. When I'm wearing makeup and I do use a cleansing balm, I always do a double cleanse, but that's beside the point. I still like the cleansing balm to come off with just water. Now, this cleansing balm was sent to me by Good Molecules quite a while ago, and I ran out of the cleansing balms that I love, and I think I had tried this a while ago, but I didn't remember whether I liked it or not. And I do like it. It's a nice cleansing balm. What it does is it does remove makeup, it does rinse away, but my issue with this is that it doesn't remove eye makeup in one shot. Sometimes it takes 2 and 3 shots of putting this on my eyes, rinsing it off, putting on my eyes, rinsing it off, putting on my eyes, rinsing it off in order to remove all my eye makeup, and that's just not cool. I do want to use this up, so what I've been doing is just using this to remove as much makeup as it will remove. It removes face makeup beautifully, and then I'll just use a makeup eraser to get the rest of my eye makeup off. And it's fine, it works fine like that. It's just not my favorite. I think some of you are going to be shocked and maybe a little irritated with me that this next product is as low down as it is. But like I said a second ago, I really like these products. I just feel like they have things that could improve. So this was sent to me by Clionadh Cosmetics. This is their new Dragon Fruit palette. And it is a beautiful palette, absolutely beautiful. I'm wearing on my eyes today a mix of this shade and this shade on the outer corner. And then I have this JD Glow shadow here. This is in Fairy Acid on the inner corner. So positives first, they are incredibly beautiful shadows. This one is my favorite here. This is called Dragon Teeny. Oh my gosh, I love that one. I'm also really having fun with Fruit Fizz and also Effervescent. Let me just swatch those for you. Really, really beautiful, effortless swatches. I have swatches on my Instagram. The swatches are just, they're absolutely effortless. There's no need to just go back and forth. I mean, the pigmentation is beautiful. I have one issue with this and one thing that I feel like is just kind of a me personal problem. For me, I have to use a specific type of brush with this, or if I go in with my fingertip, I have to be very, very gentle. So let me just show you. I'm gonna go in real, real gentle and then swatch this for you so you can see. It's a beautiful, whoop, there it is, a beautiful, gorgeous shade with lots of dimension to it, but it gets really messy if you're not careful, if you're going quickly and forget. It just can make a huge mess as far as the fallout when you're applying it, and cleaning it up is very difficult and frustrating. So just keep that in mind. As far as the brushes that I use, I have some dirty brushes next to me. Let me see if I have the right kind. I do. So when you're applying those shades, you want to use something like this. This is the AOA E131 brush. See how it's really flat? Like that's the kind of brush you want to use. You don't want to use something like this. This is the BK Beauty 203. This is the kind I usually use to apply shadows to my lid. It works beautifully, not with this particular formula because there are so many bristles here that it picks up the shadow and then the shadow just falls instead of adhering to the eye. So I find that this kind of brush really works so much better. And overall, like I said, I love the shades in here. They're beautiful. I am having a little bit of trouble picking out shades to work together. So what I'm finding is that I'm very much enjoying like what I did today, where I just use a couple of shades and then mix with other palettes. There's also no mattes in here, so you want to keep that in mind if you like mattes within your look. But like especially the greens and stuff, I'm just having trouble figuring out how I like to use them. But overall, just a really fun palette to play with. You just got to be really careful with the fallout. Next product is another one that I absolutely love. This was sent to me by Sigma. This is their Beaming Glow Illuminating Powder Fairy Dust. Oh my gosh, it is so gorgeous. It is messy though, so just be aware. Loose powder gets a little messy. But what I like this for is just for a very subtle highlight, which is very popular right now, to do just a little bit of highlight and not a lot. So you're not that beaming from space, you're just glowing. It gives you like a beautiful inner glow. There is a tiny bit of pigmentation to it, so if you have a deeper skin tone, it may show up a little on you. I would be curious to see the swatches, but it just gives like a beautiful natural glow. And you can use this all over the face. You can use it on the high points of your face. You can use it however you like. I personally like it on my cheekbones. I'm actually wearing something different on my cheekbones today. It reminds me a lot of the Hourglass formula that a lot of people really like, in incandescent light specifically. And it's just a beautiful powder. The only thing is just keep in mind that it's messy. And if you like something more glowy, this is not going to be for you. This can be something a little more subtle. Okay, this was sent to me a long time ago and I'm almost out of it. And it's like, I better talk about this before I'm out of it. This is the Happy Dance hand cream. I was so excited to get on their PR because I love Kristen Bell. I'm a huge fan. And to try something from her line was wonderful. This is just a really nice hand cream. I don't know about CBD in skincare as far as how much the CBD actually does anything. All I know is this makes my hands feel really good. The scent on it is floral with a little bit of, I don't know how to describe it except for CBD scent. It smells a little bit like CBD. So that's what it looks like. And I'll tell you, when it seeps into the skin, it feels really good. It feels amazing on the hands. And it does seep in very nicely. It doesn't leave the hands feeling greasy or anything like that. And it's starting to dry down now, and pretty soon it'll be completely dried down, but I can feel that it's drying down feeling right now. And it's almost done drying down. It makes my hands just feel amazing, and it smells interesting. I can't say it smells amazing. It smells interesting. For me, it's not a scent that I love, but I'm not using it for the scent. I'm using it for the effects, and it really makes my hands feel good. I used it all winter long, and again, I'm starting to run out of it, so I wanted to make sure I talked about it. So thank you to Happy Dance for sending this over, and sorry it took me so long to even tell you what I thought of it. Next one is a purchase that I got from Walmart, that when I did that Walmart haul, and I haven't talked about kind of my final thoughts on this. This is the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Skin Hydrating Beauty Balm 8-in-1 Skin Perfector. Yes. So I know this isn't a new product, it's just new to me, and I'm very much enjoying this. What I learned though is I don't like this on my face for filming. It is just too light of a coverage, and it's not pretty on camera, like at all. But it's beautiful on my day-to-day when I'm just hanging out and I just wanna do some makeup, have a little bit of me time, get some makeup on. I use this, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's just like a nice light tint. I haven't found any problem with it pilling with other products, other skincare products, and it's just a beautiful product. I just can't use it for filming. I have the shade number 110 light medium, and it works great. It does say broad spectrum SPF 30, but because it is tinted, I feel like I can't put on as much sunscreen as is recommended for an SPF. So I use this kind of like a sunscreen booster, in that I put on regular sunscreen as like my major sunscreen, and then I just put this on top however much I want, and it just adds a little bit more sunscreen coverage. I've talked about that recently before, and it's really confused people. Like, don't they test it that it's an SPF 30? Like, yeah, they do, but they're probably testing it with how much sunscreen you're supposed to put on. I would be done with this bottle so fast if I was using the recommended amount of sunscreen with this particular product, and it would look awful on my skin. So yeah, so I just use this as a sunscreen booster, and it's perfect. It's a beautiful product. All right, everything else was sent to me in PR. So we have next up the Versed Wash It Out Gel Cleanser with ceramides and rose water. I am loving this cleanser. It is a beautiful cleanser. It makes my skin feel really good. I mostly use this on days that I'm not wearing makeup as a single cleanse. That's just my personal choice for my own skin. I've also used it with cleansing balms as a second cleanse. And what I love about this is just how light light it is on the face, and also how easily it rinses off, and also how my face feels afterward. It doesn't feel stripped. It doesn't feel like I've just sucked the life out of my skin. It's beautiful, and I do really enjoy gel cleansers. I like the way they feel on the skin. The scent of it is, let's smell it, very, very little bit of scent. It's kind of like an oceany kind of scent, but it's very, very, very mild. You can barely even smell it. I have to like really try hard to smell the scent of it. So if you're sensitive to fragrances, does this have actual fragrance in it? It doesn't look like on the ingredient list that there is fragrance in here of any kind, even those fragrance oils like limonene and linalool that aren't labeled as fragrances but are. What it does have in here are ceramides, and I know with some ingredients, when you just wash them off, it doesn't really do anything. I'm not sure about ceramides, so if you're a cosmetic chemist and you know whether ceramides do anything in a cleanser, I would love to know about that. I've been slacking off on my Skinfluencer YouTube lately, so I'm not really sure. But I am enjoying the way that this works. Whether the ceramides are doing anything, I'm not sure, but it is a really nice cleanser. All right, new mascara fave. Very excited about this. I think I've talked about this in the What's Up in Makeup PR Purchase Product of the Week, but I wanted to make sure it ended up in a favorites and fails. This is the Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara. I am so skeptical of new drugstore mascaras. It's like 9 out of 10 times they suck. Let me just be honest. They suck. I have little tiny wimpy lashes, and I need a lot of help. This is fabulous. Like, this reminds me of high-end mascaras. It reminds me of $20 plus mascaras. It's wonderful. Great length, great volume. I haven't had any flaking issues with it. I never have smudging issues, so I can't speak to that. My lashes also have a natural curl, so I can't speak to the curling effect of it. But as far as length and volume, holy moly, it is fabulous. Let me show you the wand. The wand is also really fun. So it's got this like hourglass shaped wand, but it's bulbous on both sides. It almost reminds me of a dumbbell, the way that it's shaped a little bit. And it is a plastic wand, so it really goes through the lashes and combs them out as you're going. So as it's layering on that volume, it's also combing them out so you get that separation of your lashes. I am wearing it today, and the fact you can actually see my lashes from way over there is a tribute to this, because usually when I put on mascaras, you can't see them. I have been using this for about a month. I feel like it's getting more volume as it dries out a little bit. It was a little wetter when I first opened it, but even when I first opened it, it just did beautiful things to my lashes, and I am loving it even more now that it's been open a bit. So excited about this one. Foundations are hit or miss for me as well. Really, really loving this. This is the relatively new Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 25. Same deal with this. I don't take the SPF as like a big thing, but I do put it over top of my regular SPF. Let's talk about performance. I am wearing it today, and it's just a beautiful finish. It's got that nice natural skin, soft focus finish, but it's definitely has a medium to full coverage. When I can really lay it on. Right now I have it at like a medium coverage, but I have tried layering this on up to a full coverage, and it works for me. I don't have a ton to cover though, so if you do have a lot to cover, you may want to watch other reviews other than mine, but it's just such a beautiful foundation. Lasting power is wonderful. This is the shade Neutral Warm 170, light with peachy golden undertones, and it's perfect for me. It matches me just beautifully. So yes, highly recommend checking this out if you're looking for more of a more medium to full coverage foundation. And then finally, if you've been watching What's Up in Makeup, you probably know what's number one, because I cannot stop. I cannot stop with this product. Totally caught me off guard. This is the Hindash Boy Tears. Oh my gosh. I freaking love this stuff. I was shocked. I'm not a big liquid highlight person. Like, I like them, but it's not like my jam where I'm like, yeah, it's a liquid highlight, woohoo. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see how beautiful this is. This is what I'm wearing on my cheek today, so you can kind of see that as I'm swatching. But it's just, it looks like it's kind of deep on my skin when I swatch it, but when you blend it in, it just gives the most beautiful wet look. Can you see that? And it just, like, from there to there, and it's like Bam! I love it so much. I've used it as an all-over eyeshadow. I've used it as in the inner corner, which is beautiful. I've used it as a cheek highlight. I've used it tapped onto my lips on top of a lipstick to give them a little bit of a shine in the middle to make my lips kind of pop and pout out. And it's just a gorgeous formula. It feels really good on the skin. Lasting power is fantastic. And I am just, Hindash nailed this. He absolutely freaking nailed it. And I was shocked how much I love this because again, I'm not that big into liquid highlighters, but this is by far the best liquid highlighter I've ever used in my entire life. There's no glitter chunks in it. So if you don't like that, you probably will like this. It kind of reminds me of the ABH Amrezy highlighter, but in liquid form and just even more beautiful. It's freaking gorgeous. So yes, 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 congratulations, Hindash. This is incredible. And at this point, my friend, it is your turn in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. I would love to know your thoughts on anything that I showed you today if you've tried it. If you haven't tried it, I'd love to know your thoughts as well. I only have one face and one opinion, but that's why the collective brain is so amazing, is because we get to get opinions of so many other people. Whether you agree or disagree, I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the thumbs up button because it really does help YouTube to know that this is a good video and should be shared with other people. I would really appreciate it. It's just a nice, quick, fast way and free way to help out the channel. And if you would like to hang out just a little bit longer because you wanna, you wanna chill with me, would love that. YouTube should be recommending a couple of videos for you right over here to watch. But if it is your time to go, it is no problem at all. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. And mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye!